I call this meeting to order. Members, please confirm your attendance when I call your name. Valentina Bernoni,
Here.
Maria Ferraro,
Here.
Ryan Tufts, Planning Technician and Secretary Treasurer,
Here.
Christina Bursick, Manager of Planning and Development,
Here.
Linda Jean, City Clerk, Deputy Clerk,
Here.
and I'm your Chair, Teresa Nicodemo. I will begin by reading the land acknowledgement statement. We acknowledge that the ground on which we live is in the traditional territory of Caldwell First Nation of the Three Fires Confederacy and the original people of Point Pelee and Pelee Island and its surrounding lands and waters, and that of the Huron-Wendat and Wyandot peoples. We recognize and respect the First Nations who are stewards of the land and waters of Turtle Island and who have embraced this stewardship since time immemorial. We would also like to acknowledge the contributions of other nearby First Nation communities and all original people across Turtle Island. The appeal notice. As a result of provincial changes to the Planning Act, only the applicant and select agencies may appeal a decision of the committee or one or more of the conditions which were imposed. Third-party appeals of consent and or minor variances, such as neighbors and abutting property owners, are no longer allowed to be accepted by the OLT. All applications continue to be subject to a 20-day appeal period and a written request to receive a copy of the decision, and the fee for filing an appeal may be obtained from the Secretary Treasurer. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interests? Val, none. Seeing none, so noted. In the adoption of the previous meeting, I will read the resolution. That the minutes of the meeting of the Committee of Adjustment dated February 18, 2026 be adopted as presented. Can I have a mover? Moved by Maria, seconded by Valentina. And that's everyone's carried. Mr. Tufts, are there any requests for deferral or withdrawal of any application?
None received.
So noted. Okay. The first application for consideration is B-03-2026, file number 4217. The owner is Levi Goulet, 305 Maple Avenue. Consent to create 2 new lots fronting on Michigan Avenue and a utilities easement. Mr. Tufts to make a presentation on the application.
Okay, so the application before us is consent file B-03-2026, and it's to create 2 new lots fronting on Michigan Avenue and a utilities easement. The property is designated residential district in the town's official plan, and it's zoned residential 1 in the town's zoning bylaw. In the R1 zone, singles and semis are a permitted use. The image before you is a site plan that was provided by the applicant. It shows the existing home that's to remain and then the 2 new lots, lots 1 and number 2, and then it shows the existing power line to the north as well. Should the application be approved, we would have the following conditions, the first being a survey, the second be a dedication of a daylight corner, third would be that they provide us with confirmation that all property taxes have been paid. Fourth would be cash in lieu of parkland dedication. Number 5 would be a $750 contribution for street trees. Number 6 would be a $4,765.25 sidewalk contribution. 7 would be that they require the easements from Essex power lines. Number 8 would be that they provide a security. 9 would be that they apply for a right-of-way permit. 10 would be that they service the lots. 11 would be that they do a curb cut. Number 12 is that they provide lot grading plans. Number 13 is they flush clean the storm and sanitary after servicing. Number 14 would be as-built of the servicing work, and then as always they have 2 years from the date of today's meeting to fulfill the above conditions. And I'm available should you have any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Tufts. Mr. Goulet, are you the owner? You may now speak to the matter. Please introduce yourself and provide a brief explanation of your application, and please confirm you have read and understood the staff report. I just have to turn the microphone on. Thank you.
I'm Levi Goulet, making an application to sever a property into 2 lots.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Goulet. Is anyone present or online who would like to speak to the application? Yes, sir. Why don't you come up to this chair, turn on the microphone, and please provide your name and your address, please?
My name is Cale Blanchette. I live at 310 Laurier. I'm just wondering about the alleyway behind my fence. Is that bought already?
I'll have to ask administration to answer that question, please.
Through you, so Laurier would be the corner house here. It's kind of cut off on the map. There's no town-owned land in between. So if the alley is closed, I don't have my layers to turn on here. If there's an alley closed, it's already been purchased and closed.
So you wouldn't know when it's been purchased?
It's
If it
already, it
was-
looks like it's already part of your property.
Like the alleyway?
If there was one, so if you look on the map there, it's hard to see. To the east of the property, see how there's the yellow lines and there's the spaces in between? Those are open alleys. So I don't show any open alleys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blanchette. Is anyone else present or online who'd like to speak to the application? Yes, sir. Come on up and please state your name and your address. Okay, is that Irwin, like IRWIN? Garrett Irwin,
That's correct, yes.
330.
330 Laurier Drive.
Oh, thank you.
So I just had a question regarding if there is building plans already for the, I guess the type of home that would be going there. Only concern being with our backyards, I guess adjacent to the building that would be going up, privacy concerns. Like I have a pool in the backyard and young children. I just want to ensure that, you know, they're not going to be building, you know, a 2-story home or a raised ranch, you know, with a deck or something that's going to be overlooking, you know, the 3 backyards adjacent, backing off of Laurier there.
Well, the staff report does mention a semi-detached, so a side-by-side, unless administration has other information or, so that's pretty much what the staff report states, so it should be okay.
Well, semi-detached doesn't indicate anything with regard to height, correct? Or stories?
Yes, thank you, Ryan.
Through you, Madam Chair. The applicant has not provided us with any application as to the style of home they're building, just that it'd be a semi-detached dwelling. Our bylaw doesn't specify what type or height. We just have limitations on the maximum that it could be, saying that it could be a ranch, it could be a raised ranch, it could be a 2-story. Those would all be a permitted form of a semi-detached dwelling in the zone.
Okay. And then kind of touching on what Mr. Blanchette was questioning earlier, I do see that in the blue square there, it would appear that the property line purchased by this gentleman here goes right up to the fence. It was my understanding that there was an easement, so we can see that the yellow alleyways there. On your original plan, there is utility lines. Yeah, you can see where the, so currently there's utility poles, I guess 15 feet off that fence line. Are those going to be moved?
At this time, the applicant has been able to fit his current design that he was discussing into this proposed building envelope. So because the lot on the north is much larger than the south, it does give that room for the lot to exist with the current location of the existing power lines.
Okay, so essentially that would be open land then, north of the power lines.
Correct.
Gotcha, okay.
So then there's going to be, regardless of where the power lines are, there would be an easement over them to allow the Essex Power Lines to go in and do maintenance on the wires.
That answers my question.
If I may add, Madam Chair, the applicant and the town, through our circulation, have been in contact with the agency for the power lines. So we're in contact with them. We have information from them. There's been no issues as of date.
Okay, sounds good. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Irwin, thank you, and thank you, Ryan, thank you.
Thank you.
And anyone else online or in person who'd like to speak to the application? Does committee have any questions for Mr. Goulet? Committee have any questions for administration? Having heard all comments and concerns made by administration agencies and the public, is committee ready to make a decision? And I will read the following recommendation. That whereas the consent is consistent with the general intent and purpose of the official plan and the implementing zoning bylaw as amended from time to time, and having heard all comments and concerns from the public, agencies, and town staff, be it therefore resolved that application B-03-2026, file number 4217 be approved. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Valentina, seconded by Maria, and that is carried. Okay, thank you, Mr. Goulet. Good luck with your project.
Thank you.
Okay. The date of the next meeting is April 22nd, 2026. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.